I'm about to do your Gemini January 2021 love reading, and in this reading we're going to take a look at the status of the love connection between you and your romantic person of interest. Gemini, how is it going? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Gemini love reading video. If this is your first time here and you have questions that you want answered about your romantic love life or your relationship, then start now by subscribing and clicking the bell icon so you never miss any of the Gemini love readings I post for you every week. Now let's get on with this Gemini reading for today, because today we're going to take a look at the love connection between you and your romantic person of interest. And I'm going to do that by getting one card to represent the mutual point of interest between the two of you. Then I'm going to pull 3 cards for you, Gemini, 3 cards for your person, and then I'm going to clarify everything with the second deck to see if we can get down to the bottom of the unknown truth about what's really going on in this love connection of yours. Now keep in mind that this is a general reading, so it's not even possible for it to resonate with literally every single Gemini person walking the face of the earth all at the same time. And it's even possible in general readings for the energies to get flip-flopped or reversed around backwards, especially for cross-watchers. So if you're not a Gemini and you're watching this reading because you're interested in a Gemini and you want to find out what's up with them, I'm totally cool with that. But just keep in mind that especially for you, the energies can get flip-flopped around backwards. Now, regardless of how this reading resonates for you, you still probably want to check out your moon sign, your rising sign, and your Venus sign videos, just because they can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And you can find the links to those videos in the description box down below. Now, enough talking, let's get on with this Gemini reading for today, and let's start by getting one card for the mutual point of interest between Gemini and their romantic person of interest for January 2021. Okay, well that was quick. Now let's get 3 cards for you, Gemini. What's going on with Gemini as it relates to their romantic person of interest and their connection for January 2021, please? Let's get 3 cards for Gemini. Okay, let's get one more card for Gemini, please. All right. Now let's get 3 cards for your person, Gemini. What's going on with Gemini's romantic person of interest as it relates to Gemini? Okay. Piece of cake. All right. On the bottom of the deck, the overall energy of this reading is the 9 of Wands. Now, the 9 of Wands is a card of being walled off and defensive, but it's also a card of healing. This is the wounded warrior, and he's built this wall around himself because he's been hurt, and he's trying to protect himself. He doesn't want to be hurt anymore. He's trying to stop from getting hurt again so that he can heal and get his energy right so he can move forward in the next step of his journey. So that's the overall energy of the reading. Someone being walled off and defensive, potentially both of you, one of you been hurt, trying to get your energy squared away so you can move on in the next phase. Now, the mutual point of interest, this is a shared energy between the both of you. This is energy that's affecting you both. It's got you both thinking, feeling, or acting this way, and the mutual point of interest between the two of you is the 4 of Wands. Now, 4s are about stability, so this is about stability of the home life, stability of the family life, stability of the connection between the two of you. This is an energy of manifesting something into the physical 3D reality in terms of you've manifested it, you've put the work in on it, and it's now shown up in the physical 3D reality. So something stable has happened, something worth celebrating. So tell me more about this 4 of Wands for the mutual point of interest. Never mind, we got it. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Star. So the Star is an energy of hope, it's an energy of healing, it's an energy of wish fulfillment. Now this is also the card that shows up immediately after the Tower in the major arcana, so you never make it to the Star until you've been through a Tower moment at some point. This is the light from the universe, like the guiding light from the universe that shows up to light your way for you after a Tower has happened, so you can see where you're going. This is where your hope comes from, this is where your healing comes from. Now in a love reading, this can also represent that since we're talking about shared energy here, that you both view each other as a gift to each other from the universe. Like you're both viewing each other as the one for you. Pretty good energy here. Now to clarify this Four of Wands for the mutual point of interest between the two of you, we have the Eight of Cups, we have the Two of Swords, and we have the Ten of Cups. So this Four of Wands, this is Aries energy. The star is Aquarius energy. Right under the star, though, we have the Five of Cups. This is sadness and remorse about the past. It's about being focused on these three cups that have been spilled out. All the love and the emotions that have been spilled out. All the time, effort, and energy that's been spilled out and wasted. This is a card that usually tells me that A, something went wrong, and B, you guys both have your focus slightly in the wrong place. If you're focused on the past, you're going to feel what you felt in the past. If you're focused on the loss of something or what you don't have anymore, well, you're going to feel that loss and you're going to feel the sadness about that. Meanwhile, behind this guy are two full cups, two upright cups that are still full of love and emotions, and he's not really focused on that. He's not feeling that. So this is an energy that says you have to be very careful and conscious about where you place your focus. Don't just let it go wherever it wants to go. You choose where to put your focus, because what you focus on is what you're going to get. So it's entirely possible that you have something good going on behind you and you just really aren't paying attention to that. The very next card down is that Two of Cups. So we've got the three cups that are spilled, the two cups that are still full upright behind you, and we've got that Two of Cups as the very next card. This is a love connection between the two of you. This is I breathe you in, you breathe me in, we're connected. But it's a two, and in tarot, twos represent needing to make a choice. We have a Queen of Swords next. This is Libra energy. This is an energy of speaking the truth about something, but it's also an energy of cutting off the things or the people that no longer serve you. So, looks like we've got some healing taking place. Regarding the stability of this connection, we have some sadness and remorse about the past. We still have a lot of love in this connection and a choice that was made about the connection, and it looks like maybe someone was cut off. Now, that could be what's causing this overall energy of the Nine of Wands, this being walled off and defensive, this healing. I've got two cards right here on the bottoms of each deck about healing. Right under this, for the overall energy, we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups. This is like emotional discontentment. It's about not being fully happy with these three cups that you have, which coincidentally, or well, there's no such thing as a coincidence. These are the three cups that have been spilled out here. Not being totally happy with what's going on right now, so much so that you're both kind of like daydreaming about this other thing that might bring you more happiness, might bring you more fulfillment. Now, this is also an energy that can represent that there's already a love offer between the two of you on the table. It just hasn't been accepted or rejected yet. Next, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which can represent divine timing. This can be the Wheel of Fate, the Wheel of Destiny, so this can be some sort of fated event. This can represent an energy of the universe turning the wheel in the background, making sure things line up the way they're supposed to, so that what's supposed to happen will happen. Now, as I was trying to say, when we're clarifying this Four of Wands, this Eight of Cups energy, this is Pisces energy. We also have a Ten of Cups, which is also Pisces energy. I'm looking at a couple of Pisces cards in your person's energy, so it's entirely possible you're dealing with the Pisces. It's entirely possible that you're dealing with a fire sign. I've got quite a bit of fire energy out here too. This Eight of Cups, this is a card of detachment, like emotional detachment, physical detachment, like physically walking away from this connection, the stability of this connection. The person in this card is walking away from 8 full cups of love. They could probably live off of those 8 full cups for the rest of their life. The problem is they're not completely happy. They're not completely emotionally fulfilled. And they think that there might be something more out there for them. So they're walking away from these cups, going out there down a new path toward their own emotional happiness, their own fulfillment. They're going off in search of their 9th and 10th cups. Now, when people do this, they usually do it with some uncertainty and some hesitation. And a lot of times they find out that the grass isn't really greener on the other side like they thought it might be, and they end up coming back. Now next, to clarify the Four of Wands, we have the Two of Swords. This is Libra energy. This is an energy that says there's some decision that needs to be made between the two of you, only that decision's not being made, either because you guys don't have enough information to make the decision, or there's something that you guys can't see, hence the blindfold, or there's something that you do know about, it's just not what you want to see, so you're refusing to look at it, and that's preventing you from making a decision. So there's some sort of decision that needs to be made about this connection. We've got an energy of healing, we've got an energy of like sadness and remorse, probably because someone walked away. I'm guessing that the decision is about whether or not to come back, because we've got the Ten of Cups here, and because we've got this Four of Cups here under the overall energy of the reading. Like there's a love offer already on the table that hasn't been accepted or rejected yet. That's probably this decision that hasn't been made yet. This Ten of Cups, this is a love connection between two people where both of you are emotionally happy, emotionally fulfilled. You both are getting your happiness from inside yourselves, not from some external source. You're both getting your sense of love from inside yourself and not some external source. And this is both of you guys coming together in that state to where now you're combining yourselves together into a happy couple with like a happy family life, a happy home life where everyone is loved and fully emotionally content and happy. This is the happy fairy tale ending card. So it looks like there was a problem between you guys in the recent past at some point that's disrupted the stability of this connection, but there's hope that this can be healed. Both of you have some sadness and remorse about the walking away, about the decision that hasn't been made yet, about whether to come back to this powerful connection that you guys seem to have. Now that's the mutual energy between both of you. Gemini, for your energy, you have the King of Wands, you have the Devil, and you have the Three of Cups. Now this King of Wands energy, this is Sagittarius energy. Sometimes this is Leo energy. So we've got Aries represented here. We've got Sagittarius represented here. Now we've got Sagittarius represented again. Actually, in your person's energy, I see Leo energy there too. So we've got all three fire signs represented pretty heavily on the table. I've got Pisces represented pretty heavily on the table. And I've got Aquarius out here. And this Devil energy is Capricorn energy. So you could be dealing with any of those signs. We even have a little bit of Cancer energy out here. This King of Wands, this is a bold, passionate, fiery, determined energy. This is someone who knows exactly what he wants, and he goes after what he wants with bold, passionate, fiery determination. He sees things through until the end. He doesn't let obstacles or roadblocks get in his way. He doesn't take no for an answer. The King of Wands goes out and gets what he wants. So this could be your energy. This could be how you're viewing your person. Tell me more about this King of Wands, please. Why is the King of Wands here in Gemini's energy for January 2021, please? Get one more on this King of Wands. Okay, thank you. Has something to do with the Ten of Cups. I know that because that card just attached itself and flipped over on me here. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Pentacles. So pages are messengers. So this is news and messages of some practical, tangible, 3D reality type opportunity here. A lot of times for me as a reader, this card represents planning for the future. We have an Eight of Wands underneath that, which is more Sagittarius energy. We're clarifying a Sagittarius card. We have a Sagittarius card as the overall energy of the reading. This Eight of Wands, this is a second fastest moving energy in the deck, and I'm seeing the fastest moving energy in the deck in the clarifiers here. So we got a lot of fast moving energy on your end of things here, Gemini. This is rapid back and forth, passionate communication about something with your person. This can be rapid forward movement or rapid forward progress towards something you have a lot of passion and desire for. It looks like related to some sort of a decision. We have the Ace of Swords here. This is the sword of victory, the sword of truth, the sword of clarity. This is also the sword that you would use to make a decision with, whether that's to cut someone or something out of your life or to cut options away. We've seen this Two of Swords, a decision needing to be made, only it's not being made in the shared energy between you. Well, this is exactly how you make that decision. You cut off one of the options that you're trying to choose from, leaving yourself with only one option, and that's how you make a choice. And it's a choice about this love connection, because we have the Ace of Cups next. This is a new beginning in love and emotion. So this is either you're making some sort of a decision about starting a new beginning elsewhere, or you're making some sort of a decision about starting a new beginning with your person, as in like starting over from square one. I believe that's what's going on, because we have a Page of Wands next. Again, pages are messengers, news and messages of passion and desire. This is an energy of taking the first steps down a new path towards something you have a lot of passion and desire for. Very next card, we have the the Two of Wands, which is an energy of like being at a crossroads, being at a fork in the road, a decision point, and it's a decision about which path leads you to the world that you want, and which path do you need to leave behind. Now again, we're clarifying this Sagittarius energy of the King of Wands. To clarify that, we have the Empress, we have the fastest moving energy in the deck with the Chariot, and we have Strength. So we've got 3 major arcana cards here to clarify this King of Wands in your energy. So this is a very potent energy, very important energy here. This Empress card, this is ruled by Venus, which kind of controls Libra. I'm pretty sure it controls Taurus too, if I'm not mistaken. But this is the mother of the tarot deck. This is all 4 queens rolled into one person. Now, all new things are birthed through the Empress. This is how things go from the manifestation stage into actually being birthed into the physical 3D reality. So for me, this usually represents the birth of something new. So we've got you in this energy of knowing exactly what you want, going after it, potentially planning for the future, having some rapid communication about some decision on this love connection. And now we've got the birth of something new. Now next we have Cancer energy here. This is the fastest energy in the deck, in the Chariot. This is about moving forward very rapidly in success and victory. It's about using the will to move forward past all the problems and challenges and obstacles from the past, to move forward very quickly past all that stuff into success and victory. Next we have Leo energy here in the Strength card. This tells me that there was a very difficult situation that you guys have been dealing with, and it's taken a lot of internal strength for you in order to make it through it. This is you tapping into that internal strength that you have. It means that you do have the internal strength to make it through this. This is also, related to tapping into your inner courage to face your fears. This can also represent you trying to tame the beast within, as in trying to rein yourself in, trying to rein your emotions in so that you don't do anything too hasty or too harsh and mess anything up. Now for the next card in your energy, Gemini, we have the Devil. Again, this is Capricorn energy. This isn't usually a heavy, toxic type of an energy. This can be addictions, this can be obsession, this can be a feeling like you're trapped by something. I don't know if you can tell on the card, but this is the Fool trapped in this little cage in front of the Devil, and he's got his face buried. He's afraid to look at the situation. We already see you having the internal strength, summoning your inner courage to face your fears. In the mutual energy between you, we have possibly something that you're afraid to look at, that you don't want to look at, and that's stopping you from making a decision. Well, here we are, not looking at the problem again. The Fool is feeling trapped by the Devil here, but what he's not seeing is that the chains are only connected to the cage. They're not connected to him. The cage door is wide open. He can just walk away anytime he wants to. So yes, he's got this feeling of being trapped by the situation, but he's not actually trapped. He just thinks he is. If he would have the courage to look at the situation for what it actually is, he'd be able to see that, oh, these chains aren't even hooked to me. The cage door is wide open. I can just walk away. So in reality, the Devil energy doesn't have any power over you except the power that you give it. So let's clarify this Devil energy for Gemini. Tell me more about the Devil, please. Why is the Devil here? Okay, we'll take an extra card. That's cool. On the bottom of the deck, we have that Five of Cups again. We've already seen this. This is sadness and remorse about the past. It's about where your focus is. You're focusing on the 3 cups, the 3 cups that have been spilled, the love and the emotions that have been spilled. And what you're not focused on is the 2 upright cups that are still full of love and emotions behind you. So this could be telling me that you're missing an opportunity here. You're feeling trapped by where your focus is. It could be a couple of things here. So let's clarify this and see what we have. To clarify the devil, we have the Star, we have the 5 of Swords, we have Judgment, and we have the 2 of Cups. It's kind of funny. Both times we've seen this 5 of Cups, I've told you about the 2 cups that are still upright and full of love and emotions behind you, and each time we've seen this 2 of Cups here. So to clarify the devil for you, Gemini, we have the Star. This is, again, an energy of healing, an energy of hope. This is the guiding light that shows up from the universe to light your way after some tower moment, after some negative situations happened where things seemingly came crashing down all around you. Now, I don't see a tower out here, but just the fact that you're getting the Star energy twice tells me that you have gone through a tower. The fact that the Strength card is here is telling me you've gone through a very difficult situation, and we've seen this a couple of times. Right, excuse me. Right under this, though, we have the Justice card, Libra energy, Major Arcana card. This is a card of balance. It's about doing the right thing, the fair thing, the just thing. The sword in the center of this card is used to sever things that aren't in balance, so balance can be restored and the right, fair, just thing can happen. And right under that, we have a Page of Cups. This is news and messages of love and emotion. So I think there's a lot of, even though you're feeling trapped by the situation you're finding yourself in with your person, you have the hope that this can be healed. It looks like the universe is like working with you in the background. This 5 of Swords is a painful situation. 5s represent conflict. Swords are about truth. Swords are about communications, thoughts. So this can represent a conflict in communications, as in you guys had some sort of bitter argument, some sort of fight where there's probably yelling and screaming at each other, some sort of a painful situation in that regards. This can be a conflict in your thoughts. You could be thinking negative things here. You could have your focus in the wrong spot and thinking bad about yourself, thinking bad about your person, thinking bad about the connection. You could be having obsessive thoughts that aren't helping matters, that are keeping your focus in the wrong spot, causing you to not see this 2 cups that are still full and upright behind you. But the Star here is telling me that things are going to work out okay. Next we have Judgment. This is a powerful energy. This is either about you passing your own final verdict and judgment on a situation, as in making this decision that you couldn't make, or this is a card of second chances. It's about resurrecting something, calling something back from the grave, bringing something back to life, transformed in a way that it's never going to be the same again. And it looks like what you're trying to bring back to life, or what you're making some sort of final decision about, is this love connection here. I breathe you in, you breathe me in, we're connected. But like I said, it's a 2, and that represents needing to make some sort of a choice here. And it looks like you're making that choice. The final card in your energy, Gemini, is more Cancer energy, 3 of Cups. Now this is usually an energy of reconciliation. It's about being reunited and celebrating. So tell me more about this 3 of Cups for Gemini's energy in January 2021, please. Well, that one wanted to come out here, didn't it? Let's get one more on this 3 of Cups for Gemini, please. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords. Now, this is she who knows the truth. Now, she'll offer to let you speak your truth. The problem is she already knows the truth. So the truth you speak to the Queen of Swords, it damn well better match the truth she already knows, or she's going to use that sword to cut you. So this is an energy of speaking the truth about something, probably this reconciliation, being reunited and celebrating. This is also an energy of cutting off things and people that no longer serve you. To clarify the 3 of Cups, we have the Fool, we have the 3 of Swords, and we have Justice. Seen Justice a few times already. This Fool is, again, who's trapped in this cage with the devil here. This is the very first card of the Major Arcana, card 0. Zeros represent absolutely nothing and the potential for everything all at the same time. So this is a new beginning in something. This is about taking the leap of faith. It's about not needing to know what the steps are from beginning to end before you take that first step. It's about not needing to know what the outcome is going to be before you take the first step. This is about you having the blind faith to just say screw it and jump off the cliff and figure out how to grow your wings on the way down as it relates to this reconciliation energy. I've got two cards that are screaming reconciliation here for me. Now, this is also a card that can represent risky behavior, taking risks, sometimes taking risks outside of the connection. So this could be telling me that you were taking risks outside of the connection, could be telling me that potentially your person was taking a risk outside of the connection, or like I said, this can just mean that you're ready to take the leap of faith with this reconciliation, or you're ready to take the leap of faith with cutting someone off. Although I don't really feel that at all. I feel like you're taking the leap with being reunited with your person after some heartbreaking situation. This Three of Swords is heartbreak and sadness, sometimes from a third-party situation. Now, that doesn't always necessarily mean like a romantic third party. Although it could be, we have a risk-taking card here. Someone could have been taking risks outside of the connection with a romantic third party. This can also just be telling me that it can be literally any energy that's not you, Gemini, that's not your person. This could be nosy neighbors, this could be family members sticking their nose into something. Anything that we humans do, a lot of, creates its own energy. Work creates its own energy. Going to school creates its own energy. Hell, being trapped in the house and not being able to really go anywhere because of what's going on in the world right now creates its own energy. So this can literally be any energy that's not the two of you guys. Some sort of devastating loss here, some sort of heartbreak and sadness has happened. But then we have justice. This is balancing all that out. This is the sword again. We got on the bottom of the deck the Queen of Swords, cutting off things or people that don't serve you anymore. The sword in this card is used to cut off things that aren't in balance, so balance can be restored. So whatever this third party energy was for you guys, that's being cut off, that's being rebalanced out so that you guys can reconcile, can be reunited here. It's just right now there's a little bit of being walled off and defensive, it seems like. Now that's your energy, Gemini. Let's take a look at your person here, because your person has the King of Cups, the Five of Wands, and your person has the Hanged Man. So out of these three cards, the King of Cups and the Hanged Man are Pisces energy. This Five of Wands is Leo energy. I've got Leo out here on the table already. Got a lot of fire out here already. Now this King of Cups, this is a decision maker. This is someone who has a lot of love and emotions for you. They just may not necessarily outwardly express that love and emotions. He's got it. He just doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve. He's emotionally balanced, emotionally stable, but he doesn't necessarily broadcast his feelings. So let's clarify this King of Cups for Gemini's person, please. Why is this King of Cups here? Okay. All right. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands. So this is twice now I've seen this card. We got a King of Wands, a King of Cups. So this is like you guys' energy here. Having rapid back and forth passionate communication, having rapid forward movement on something, rapid forward progress on something there's a lot of passion and desire for. Two of Wands next, a fork in the road, a crossroad, a decision point for your person too. A decision about which path leads them to the world they want, which path do they need to leave behind. It looks like the world they want is this Ace of Cups, this new beginning in love and emotions. Page of Wands, again, passionate communication, news and messages of passion and desire. This is the minor arcana version of this Fool that we're seeing in your energy. It's about taking the first steps down a path towards something there's a lot of passion and desire for. Now to clarify this King of Wands for your person, Gemini, we have the World, we have the Four of Wands, and we have the Two of Pentacles. So the World, this represents the four fixed signs of the zodiac. So Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. I've seen Aquarius energy out here a couple of times. I've seen Leo energy out here a couple of times. I don't think I have any Taurus out here right now, with maybe the exception of this Empress card. Now, this is a card, we've got the very first card of the Major Arcana, card 0, in your energy. This is the last card of the Major Arcana, card 21. This is the ending of one cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. So something is coming to an end. Something else is coming to a new beginning here. And there's rapid movement toward that, or rapid communication about that. Next we have the Four of Wands, which is the mutual point of interest between the two of you. The Four of Wands is stability of the home life, stability of the family life, stability of this connection between the two of you. These Four Wands represent 1111, which is shown on both cards, even on my shirt. This is an energy of manifesting something. This is like something materializing in the physical 3D world that's stable enough so that it's worth celebrating. But then we have this Two of Pentacles. This is more Capricorn energy. This is like an energy of balance, but it's more like trying to maintain balance, trying to regain balance. It's like a 1 foot in, 1 foot out type energy where your person's weighing the pros and cons to something. They're trying to make some sort of a decision, trying to balance things out on the scale. Do I or don't I? Should I or shouldn't I? Will they take me back? Won't they take me back? So this is an energy of trying to make some sort of a decision. Now the next card in your person's energy, Gemini, is the Five of Wands, Leo energy. Fives are conflict. Wands are about passion and desire. So this is some sort of conflict your person is having in their desires. This is like an internal conflict where they're struggling within. They're pulling themselves in multiple different directions in terms of what it is that they actually want. Could be a piece of them wants to repair this. A piece of them might want to stay walled off and defensive. A piece of them might want to walk away. A piece of them might want to come back. So we've got a couple of cards here. This Two of Swords, that's mutual energy. This Two of Pentacles is in their energy. A couple of cards here of them battling with themselves, trying to make some sort of a decision that they haven't been able to make yet. So tell me more about this Five of Wands. Okay. Thank you very much. Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords. So again, speaking the truth about something, cutting off things or people that no longer serve them. You got a Page of Cups here again. This is news and messages of love and emotion. So they're internally conflicted of like, do I want to cut you off? Or do I want to send you news and messages of love and emotions? I mean, someone walked away from this connection at some point, but did so like when they weren't really sure if that's what they should do or not. It feels like someone's wanting to come back. Looks like you want them to come back, or you want to come back to them, whichever the case is. There's definitely a strong love connection here. Definitely so. Definitely sadness and remorse about the past too. So I've seen this on both sides here. You both have sadness and remorse about this. Possibly even some guilt about it. King of Cups again, which is in your person's energy. We just clarified this card. They have a lot of love and emotions for you. Even if they're not telling you that they do, they do. And they're thinking about trying to balance this back out. The Six of Pentacles is balance. It's generosity, reciprocity, equal give and take. Now to clarify this Five of Wands, we have the Magician, we have the Seven of Swords, and we have the Seven of Wands. Now the Magician is card 1 of the Major Arcana. It comes immediately after the Fool. This is about manifesting something. This is, your person has all the tools, all the abilities, all the skills, the resources, the smarts. They have everything they need to manifest whatever it is that their will desires for their life. They have the beginnings of all 4 suits of the tarot. The Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands. This is a very balanced energy that your person's in. And this is telling me that they're actively manifesting something. Now, it's possible that they're not actually manifesting something intentionally because they're internally conflicted here. They're pulling themselves in multiple different directions. But nonetheless, they are actively manifesting something. Next we have the Seven of Swords. Now this, sometimes not a great card. This has 3 meanings. This is a general reading, so I'm going to give you all 3 meanings. You take it however it resonates for you. Don't try and force it to fit one way or another. The Seven of Swords can be an energy of trying to get away with something, being sneaky, lying, cheating, stealing. I've already seen the Fool, which could represent taking risks outside of the connection. I've already seen the Three of Swords, which is a heartbreak and sadness from a third-party energy. Hell, we even have the Three of Cups out here, which, like I said, can mean being reunited and celebrating, but it can also mean a third-party scenario because there are 3 cups of love in this picture. Got a decision that can't be made in the mutual energy about walking away or having this happy fairy tale ending. We've got the Two of Cups out here with a decision being made about that on your end. We've got a painful situation. We've got some devil energy. We've seen the Star twice. Hope that this can be healed. The Strength card, some sort of a difficult situation that you guys have been through. There has been a Tower at some point in the past in this connection, even though it's not out here on the table. I know it just because the Star card is here. So this can be an energy of like sneakiness, deceptive behavior, cheating on you. It can be anything like that. Now this can also be an energy of self-preservation. The whole reason this dude is stealing these swords is because he doesn't want those swords used against him. He doesn't want to be hurt by those swords. So he's stealing them to ensure that they can't be used against him because he doesn't want to be hurt. So it can mean that. It can also mean leaving something behind. He's only able to carry 5 swords and he's got to leave the other 2 behind. So your person could be conflicted. I don't feel like there's a third-party scenario here. Even though I've got this Three of Swords out here, it doesn't feel like cheating. It feels like there's some other energy that's caused some sort of heartbreak and sadness. And this feels like your person is internally conflicted about whether to come back or not, whether to try and rebuild this or not, because they don't want to be hurt anymore. So your person seems internally conflicted about, do I repair this because I don't want to be hurt? Or do I walk away, which they don't want to do because that in and of itself would hurt. And next we move to the Seven of Wands. Now this is more Leo energy. This is an energy of like being defensive about something, like defending their position on something, defending their stance on something, possibly defending against accusations. They could be defending against accusations that they did some sneaky stuff they shouldn't have been doing. These other wands represent other people, their actions, their words, their opinions, what they think of something, and your person defending themselves against that. Now this can also represent your person being willing to fight for what it is that they desire, to be able to fight for this connection. Now the final card in your person's energy, Gemini, is the Hanged Man, which is again more Pisces energy. This is progress being halted, no forward movement, things being stagnated. Now the Hanged Man is hanging upside down because he's trying to gain enlightenment on something. He's looking at things from different perspectives than he would normally look at things from, different points of view, different angles. He's doing that, trying to figure out what to do moving forward. I already see this decision needing to be made. I already see this decision needing to be made where he's weighing pros and cons. He's internally conflicted here. Tell me more about this Hanged Man, please. Why is the Hanged Man here? Why is the progress halted and stagnant right now? What's going on with this? Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups again. News and messages of love and emotions. Six of Cups. This is an energy of the past. It's thinking about the past, reminiscing about the past, thinking about the good old days and the way it used to be. This is a card that can also represent someone from the past making a comeback. So clearly you guys have split up at some point, and this is your person thinking about the past. Thinking about like the expressing of emotions. Like it seems like progress is halted. There's no forward movement in terms of expressing the emotions. I've already seen this King of Cups your person has a lot of love and emotions for you. They're just not outwardly expressing that. They're thinking about it an awful lot, though. They're spending a lot of time thinking about the past. And the stability of this connection, the Ten of Pentacles, I mean, this is massive stability. Again, the overall mutual point of interest